What really happened to the Romanovs? In 1917, Russia's ruling family vanished from power almost overnight. No public trial, no clear explanation, just silence and decades of questions. So what actually happened to the Romanovs, the last royal family of Russia? To understand their fate, we need to start with how they ruled and why their world collapsed so quickly. Let's begin with the family at the center of it all. The Romanov dynasty ruled Russia for more than 300 years. By the early 20th century, the throne was held by Tsar Nicholas II. Nicholas believed strongly in absolute monarchy, that he ruled by divine right. But Russia was changing fast. Millions of citizens lived in poverty. Industrial workers faced harsh conditions. Political reform was almost non-existent, while much of the population struggled. The royal family lived in immense comfort, separate from the daily realities of their people. And that growing gap between ruler and ruled would soon have serious consequences. By the early 1900s, Russia was under enormous strain. Economic inequality was widespread, public dissatisfaction was growing. And then came World War I. Russia entered the war unprepared. Food shortages worsened, military losses mounted. Confidence in the government collapsed. In 1917, protests erupted across the country. Soldiers refused orders, workers went on strike. Under pressure from all sides, Nicholas II abdicated the throne. After more than 3 centuries, Romanov rule came to an end. But losing the throne was only the beginning of the Romanovs' troubles. Following the abdication, the Romanov family was placed under house arrest. They were moved between guarded locations, living quietly and under constant supervision. Despite their situation, the family remained hopeful. They believed they might eventually be sent into exile or released. Outside, however, Russia was descending into civil war. Power had shifted to the Bolsheviks, a revolutionary group determined to eliminate any threat to their control. And to the new government, the Romanovs represented a dangerous symbol. In 1918, the Romanovs were moved once again, this time to a remote location. Shortly after, all communication stopped. There were no public announcements, no official explanations. The family simply disappeared. For years, uncertainty surrounded their fate. The lack of information allowed speculation to grow. That silence gave rise to one of history's most persistent myths. Soon, rumors began to spread. Some claimed members of the family had survived. Others believed one of the daughters, Anastasia, had escaped. Over the years, several individuals claimed to be surviving Romanovs. These stories gained attention because many people wanted to believe them. A survivor offered hope and a more comforting ending. But rumors are not evidence. It would take decades and modern science to uncover the truth. In the late 20th century, remains linked to the Romanov family were discovered. DNA testing was conducted and compared with living relatives. The results were conclusive. The Romanov family did not escape. There were no surviving heirs. Science confirmed what history had long suspected. With the mystery resolved, a deeper question remains: why did it happen? The fall of the Romanovs was not caused by a single event. It was the result of long-term political rigidity, social inequality, and failure to adapt. They ruled a changing nation using outdated ideas of absolute power. When public trust disappeared, so did their authority. Their story is not just about one family, it is about what happens when leadership becomes disconnected from the people it governs. The Romanov story is a reminder that history is shaped as much by choices as by events. If you found this breakdown helpful, consider liking the video. It helps the channel grow. Subscribe for more clear, engaging explorations of history and its unanswered questions. And if there's another historical mystery you'd like explored, leave it in the comments.